Hi, I'm Rebecca Brand, and I just did my weekly shopping at the 99. I'm so excited to show you how I'm going to make you dinner for your whole family for around 15 bucks. What a deal! I don't need all of this for today's recipe, but I'm so excited about the price. I want to show you what I got. I got all these bags of food and even more that's not on my counter for $46. These bags are packed to the brim with all kinds of great stuff, and some of them I need for tonight's dinner. That includes a dessert, but a lot are just extras that I want on hand in my fridge for all those other nights of the week. I'm going to come back when I'm ready to cook with you. Today's recipe is spaghetti with meat sauce, but there's a surprise in it. I put pork sausage in. I went to the 99 and I got all these ingredients. This whole dish is less than $15 and it'll feed 10 with leftovers. The ingredients are ground beef, pork sausage. This is the recipe twist. An onion, mushrooms, tomato sauce, tomato paste, and ready cut tomatoes with garlic because I just thought that would save me some time in the recipe. It comes with olive oil blend and spices you have on hand. Salt, Italian seasoning, and chili flakes in case you want to spice up your life. Pasta, and to top it off, some Parmesan. Oh, and I'm going to make some Parmesan rolls too for that extra crunch. And I'm serving it with asparagus because it was only 99 cents a bunch, which is usually $4.99 a bunch at any other grocery store for this quantity. Because of that, I got two. And we're even going to have a dessert. It's a pear bundt cake. It's so easy. And tonight, I'm going to make it with a prepackaged cake mix. Don't give me a ticket. But the pears look so good, I had to get some and incorporate it. Making it with brown sugar you have, and butter is better. So put your pasta water on high and preheat that oven to 350 degrees so you can make this fast any night of the week. To get to the finish line fast, turn your stove on high. At the 99, I got this premium ground beef. So let's add this first and get it cooking. And this whole thing of classic pork sausage was only 99 cents. It's gonna add a special flavor to our spaghetti. So that's gonna go in and cook with the meat. Kind of break it up as you throw it in and give it a little chop chop. I spread it over the entire surface of the pan because I want some of the edges to get some brown flavor on it to bring the sugars out and add more flavor. So the pan is still on high and I'm gonna let that cook while I chop my onions. Here's my trick for chopping onions. Cut them and peel the skin off. Then you'll have two halves, so make your vertical marks. And for dicing onions, then you go down at a slant away from your hand for crisscross applesauce. And all your little pieces come out in little tiny squares. I have 99 in my hometown and it's so fun to go. I am 99 obsessed. I had the best time shopping. I meant to only get the ingredients for this dish, but there's so many great things that I saw. I just filled up my cart. I spent $46 for all these things. I packed my trunk with all that stuff. What a deal. It's my most fun retail therapy. It's been 4 minutes, look at that. Let's see the other side. In go those onions. Since this is not exactly brown yet on the other end, I'm not gonna worry about flipping that yet. See? It doesn't have the brown crispies on it. So I'm just gonna let it sit another couple minutes. While I chop my mushrooms, which were only 99 cents. This quantity of mushrooms at a grocery store would be about $3 or $4. So what a fantastic deal. So slice them long and then do crosshatch again on the mushrooms. I want little tiny pieces. What a huge quantity of mushrooms for only 99 cents. This is gonna add so much flavor to my spaghetti sauce. So let me check the next section to see if we got any browning. Yeah, see that? That's what I'm looking for. The browning action is happening, Jackson. Now I'm going to add my mushrooms. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. You could also just use straight oregano if you wanted to. 1 tablespoon of salt and 1 big pinch of chili flakes. Oh yeah, or more to your liking. And now I'm going to flip the meat to see more of the brown and incorporate everything together. Let's stir that up and break it up. That smells so great already. This is $4 worth of ingredients. Could you imagine that? I am 99 obsessed. It's my friend. And keep cooking. That's been on high another 5 minutes. So I'm stirring it up again, and we're gonna keep cooking it until those onions are translucent, which will be about another 5 minutes. Get down there, onion. You need to cook. On the back of every cake mix. It's so great because they tell you what you need, which is 1 cup of water, 1/2 cup of oil, and 3 eggs. So put your liquids in a bowl. Add your 3 eggs. 1, 2, 3. And whisk them up. Just break those eggs. You're good. And now add your cake mix. The reason I do the liquids first is the bowl's going to be easier to clean and you're not going to have any clumps of dry stuff on the bottom of your mixing bowl. It's a little secret. And stir it up. I use a spoon like this because I think that helps. Whirling dervish action. Here we go. And then do the cake batter spin. Whee! I always like to have fun in the kitchen when I'm cooking. Comment and let me know what you like to cook. What should I cook next? Do you have family? Do you have kids? How big is your little army? So peel your pears and give them a rough chop. To do this fast, I just target the core and cut 4 times and then chop it into little pieces after it's off its core to avoid the seeds and the hard stem. This upside down pear cake is very forgiving in case your pears are not quite ripe. By cooking them in brown sugar and butter, it's such a save. And that's what 4 chopped up pears looks like, in case you want to know. So put 1 stick of butter in a pot, which is 1/2 cup, and add your 4 pears. This is going to give it a head start, and it's going to saute those pears down so they're a little smaller and thinner and more soft and cooked because they're not quite ripe. And add 1 cup of brown sugar. So turn your stove on high, and after it comes to boil, then you're going to put it on medium. But right now, it's on high. This is going to cook for about 10 minutes. Now back to our meat sauce. I'm going to stir it up. Oh yeah. You can see that crispy brown in there. Yay! That's what I'm looking for. Pull up all the little bits on the bottom of that pan because those little bits have all that flavor. Yum. I'm adding a big can of tomato sauce now. It's 29 ounces, which is about 3.5 cups of tomato sauce. And to that, I'm adding some ready cut tomatoes with garlic. 99 cents for this stuff. I'm saving my tomato paste for later, for when it gets a little thin, then I'm gonna add some of this. I'll show you how. So stir it up, and with the liquid, the little meat that's stuck on the bottom of that pan is gonna be lubricated to come up, so you get all that flavor. And I'm going to add 1/2 can of water for evaporation purposes. That dilution of the water will help get that meat tenderized without getting it so thick of a sauce that it burns in the bottom of the pan. That's why I add it. These little bites of meat are going to be super tender because you're going to simmer it and have all those flavors blend for about 30 minutes on medium-low. Down she goes. Okay, Dano, let's oil her up. This is my cheat for cake pans. Just throw some oil in it, grab a paper towel, do the swish, and the extra goes back in the dish. Done, chum. That's been 10 minutes on high, and look at how much that has reduced. The butter is melted, we can see that in there. I've added no water whatsoever. The liquid is coming from the pears. At this time, let's stir it and see. That's amazing how much water has come out of those underripe pears. You can also make this with white sugar if you wanted to. I just like brown. And you could also add some cinnamon. Oh, Rebecca, what a good idea. That's about 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Wow. Well, it looks great. Okay, it's still on high. This thing never came to a boil. Let's just keep it there. I was so excited when I was contacted by the 99 to do this video because I shop there all the time. It's something me and my girlfriends do almost every Saturday where I can do my weekly shopping. The prices! I love everything in the store and I never feel like I'm splurging because everything is such a deal. It's been on medium now. It's at a slow boil. That sauce is looking so good. That could use 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. The rest of this I can freeze in a baggie and use later. So mush it down and drag it through. I love the richness tomato paste adds to this. You didn't really need it. In fact, you could have just used tomato sauce or just the canned tomatoes. Any tomato base would have been just fine. I did the deluxe version. Oh yeah, it's getting some boiling going on. That's great because we want to reduce this water. This water needs to be thick. So keep it cooking for another 10 to 15 minutes. I washed the asparagus and I peeled the bottoms off so I could use more of that asparagus. It's so easy to peel them. It takes that fibrousness off the outer edge so you get more of the asparagus to eat. It's time to cook your spaghetti, so pour in about 1 tablespoon of your olive oil blend and add your spaghetti. That's 1.5 pounds with about 2 teaspoons of salt. It pre-spices it and stir it so it doesn't stick. I like thin spaghetti. It's going to give me more of that sauce per bite. And set your timer for 7 minutes. And lay them down for the lineup. And stick out the ones that look a little more woody than the others, a little further down. And do 1 cut. Everything left is going to be super tender. Oh, and you've got your asparagus soup stock waiting in the wings for another time. I love it when it works out like that. Lay your soldiers out on a baking sheet and drizzle with that olive oil. Drizzle, 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 drool. It's so fun to go to cooking school. And today we're gonna roll around with our neighbor in oil. That's fun. And generously add salt, because half of it falls out anyways. Oh yeah, that's done. So drain your noodles. Oh, and how you like my new mitts? I got these at the 99 too, for 99 cents for two. And back in the pot to keep it warm. So turn your oven on to 400 degrees and in go your asparagus for 15 minutes. So set your timer to 15. And I like a little crunch to my spaghetti, so I bought these steak rolls, and this is gonna be my Parmesan toast. So lay them out and sprinkle the olive oil blend on them. And we're gonna add our Parmesan cheese. This was only 99 cents at the 99. Something like this at another store would cost you at least $4. It's pure Parmesan cheese from Italy. And pop that into the oven with your asparagus. I put it on the bottom rack because I want air to be touching all of that. Oh yeah, that's been cooking for a half an hour, and that's done. That looks great. Yum. Dinner time. What a rich sauce. Look at how much meat is in that. Oh man, that looks amazing. It's snowing Parmesan cheese. Oh yeah, that looks great. A little bit of brown on the top, yet perfectly tender and done. Bright green asparagus. Time to serve. Oh yeah, and the toast. Oh, it's dinner time. Yum, what a bargain. What a deal. What a dinner. Time for the bite. Oh yeah, I want a little of everything. That's a little too big. That is awesome. Super great flavor. Now a bite just of the sauce with my crunchy toast. The blending of the pork and that beef makes such a beautiful, rich flavor. And remember to eat your greens. They're good for you. Oh, and that cake. I finished making it just by pouring the pears after the water had reduced in the bottom of the bundt cake, pouring the batter all over it, and cooking that for 55 minutes in a 350-degree oven. Luscious. To find a 99-cent only store near you, go to dothe99.com. I put that link in my description box just under this video, so click it to find your store. I'm Rebecca Brandt. Subscribe to my channel and ring my bell to get notified of my new videos. Right now it's time for dinner, and I'm gonna save room for that dessert. Shimmy the cake. Yum.